We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs, you are.
All right. Hope you patriots out there kicking ass and taking names. Welcome to the party, folks. PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Yeah, I just caught wind of that breaking news coming in. Score Patron, thank you. Iran shot down an Apache helicopter over the Strait of Hormuz. Crew is safe. Good. I'm glad they're safe. Thank God. Thank God. But I'm going to tell you right now, information is not matching up as we've been telling all along. Things are coming to a head. I agree. Israel is being exposed. But at what cost? And we're about to find out. We're going to see definitely which direction this is going in really quickly. But folks, while we're doing it, hey, let us know where you're watching us from. I see Texas. Right on. Right. Alabama, Louisiana's in the house. North Carolina's in the house. Connecticut, Jersey, I see you. Michigan, hello. Washington State, just checking in. Cali's in the house. Kentucky, good to have you. Middle of Kansas, I like it. I like it a lot. Buffalo, freaking Texas, there you go. Ohio, Texas, man, our largest market, by the way. You can't tell. Oh, my goodness. Getting a little cray-cray like Shanae. Well, good. We were built for this. This is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the Patriot Party News.com, folks. We are more than just a website. We are a full functioning badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network, broadcasting around the world 24/7. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to help us out and inject some resources into our ability to continue at this same rate, hit the donation tab up top. God bless you. We would really appreciate that. Also, folks, you can check out our awesome partners here at PPN. There's so many to list. We've got it all at the website at your convenience as well. And then, of course, obviously, you want to take advantage right now of what we're offering over here at Patriot Shoot. You can go to join.patriotshoot.com. Listen here. Risk-free 30-day trial. You can check it out, see the truth-telling machine yourself, because it's amazing the testimonials that we're getting out of what all of us working together can do, and it's been quite amazing. So I would highly encourage you to go to join.patriotshoot.com, get in on the action, and don't get blindsided. Don't get blindsided. A lot of folks are getting blindsided right now, and they're doing it on purpose. It's not our fault. Tick Invasion's here. Text your first and last name to 877-776-6391. Let me tell you something. We ain't joking. I have the lights off, so I didn't want to glare, but man, if I could get right there. You see that? His name is Mr. Tick. He was on Mr. Oso. And thank God Oso had gotten this stuff. And we did that because as soon as I heard about it, I was like, uh-oh. So for those that have wooded areas, have around your garden and things like that, I'm here to tell you, you can't stop a tick from biting you. But what you can stop is what happens within the tick cycle. Okay. And that's what I would highly recommend for you to look into. 877-776-6391. But man, I'll be real with you. Ticks might be the least of our worries the way things are going with the censorship. Oh my goodness, they are censoring hard and heavy. They're doing it right now. Don't worry. PPN is already off grid. You heard me right. All you got to do is go to skycomptt.com, skycomptt.com. And then you want to click on Shop Now, and you see that beautiful PPN red button right there. You click that joker. Voila. We have 5 groups. 4 of them are public. 1 of them is international. We're tied in with Charlie Ward and the Insider Club and several Patriots and everybody from around the world. You heard me correctly on here. So we've done this just when they turn off the lights. Yeah, everybody's going to be bum rushing in here, and we're going to have everything already set up. So please take advantage now. Be prepared now. It's worth it. Gives you peace of mind as well, so you're not left in the dark. Or if you think you've got a technical issue and you're sitting there messing with your phone or your computer, thinking it's the device when in fact the network is down. Yeah, understand how important this is. It may not sound like anything right now, but I promise you it's worth its weight in gold. And also, you can call that number on the website. They do offer financing opportunities for those that qualify. So nobody is left behind, and I dig that. So there you go. I see Dallas is up in the studio. Let me go ahead and bring the man, the myth, the legend up in here. Hello, hello, hello.
What's happening?
Well, which direction you want to go in?
Man, I'm a flag in the wind, brother. You blow and I'll point.
So obviously, you know what's going on in Belfast right now. We've been getting on the ground, boots on the ground with Nurse to Recover out that direction, telling that this could really severely pop off some really serious stuff, including what X22 just recently put out. I don't know if you saw this or not, but this was, I don't know, this is not one of the ones I don't think you sent me. You sent me a
No.
bunch, and I got some in here too from you.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, both of us were going back and forth. I was like, dang, did you see that and everything?
Yeah.
By the way, you a Knicks fan?
No.
No. Okay. Craziness. We'll talk about that too. All right. So California, Maryland, and Connecticut and New York have now passed laws banning the Glock pistol. They said it would only be assault rifles. This is exactly what happened in Australia, Canada, UK, Germany, and under the DOJ 1.0, these laws were never challenged because the DOJ was part of the criminal syndicate. Now, under the DOJ 2.0, with a Second Amendment division, every single one of these unconstitutional arrests is going to be demolished. Well,
So they're going to make carrying a Glock illegal? Is that what I understand?
yeah, they're going after the guns, man. In a nutshell, that's what they were doing. DOJ.
But Chaz, this is all a movie, and none of those laws are real, and they can't enforce them because they're not real, because they're not real people. They're all actors. They're all mannequins, and none of this is real. But you're telling me that I can now go to jail for possessing a Glock pistol?
Based on what X22 is reporting, and X22's guy is a pretty credible source, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I consider it to be an incredibly credible source, but I'm just pointing out that this is all fake, Chaz. None of these laws, none of this is real, and they cannot hold any of this against we the people because it's not real. Or maybe it is, Chaz. Maybe it is.
So everybody's been talking about that 6.1 magnitude earthquake felt off of Cuba, felt in parts of the Gulf of America, and also surrounding parts like Tampa and so forth. They said the quake hit 64.9 miles west-northwest of Cuba. This is what the U.S. Geological Survey said. So
that's another huge earthquake in just a day or two, man. Totally different part of the world, obviously, but
right.
Still, 6.1, that's big.
Pretty big. Is today, I guess they're making a big deal about Disclosure Days coming out, the new movie from Spielberg. Is that correct?
Yep.
I haven't even seen the preview. I guess this is the preview, right?
Yeah. If it's about aliens.
Yeah. That might be a bust this year. It seems like Project Bluebeam went down the project toilet because no one's believing in it. How big is this here, though? Because some stories don't get enough recognition, but this seems pretty serious in my eyes. India breaks through the Himalayan tunnel to the China border zone. We ain't going through no mountains no more. We're just going to go straight tunnel to your ass. And that's what they've done. Tensions, distractions.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's the Silk Road, right? I mean, the Silk Road used to be pretty dangerous. Now it's just a tunnel. So those two countries have always been trading partners, always good and bad, right?
Right.
So, I mean, pretty interesting. I mean, if they can build a tunnel through the entire Himalayan
that's nuts
range, then we obviously know that they have tunnels underground. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it just
you mean eating off an island, perhaps off Albania? Is what you're referring to?
3,600 silos, and the fact
and
that
they burned the prime minister's house down. I mean, hey, Albania, man, ain't playing around. And froze all the assets to all the investors. So whoever invested up in that mug in that bank account can't get their money right now. But this is what else I heard. Now, this is on the internet, so take it as you will. Use your own God-given discernment. So they say the money that Jared Kushner got was also the conditional that they could take their money back at any time they chose. And it was to Saudis, some of the Saudi family or outlet. I don't know the name. And if they do that, it would instantly bankrupt this whole operation entirely.
Well, again, Chaz, we're looking at optics here, right? Like Don Jr. marrying the daughter of the banker who was Epstein's private banker, wrote the letter so that Epstein could buy his private island. You have the drone companies, you have the AI robotics, Terminator companies, and now you have Jared and Ivanka buying a private island with 3,600 underground bunkers, more than 10 miles of underground tunnel systems, an underground submarine docking station, and they're going to build private elite resorts for only the elite. Like optics, you know what I mean? Like there's not a human being on the planet that reads that and goes, "Oh man, there's nothing weird going on there." Like, but yet they're just doing it out in the open. And to me, it begs one of two questions, right? Or one of two thoughts. Either they're doing it to draw attention, but to what end, right? To what end game? Nobody's been arrested. Nobody's been held accountable. We have election fraud at record levels right out in the open, right? Tens of thousands of mail-in ballots, flipping winners and losers in real time in front of the whole world. Nobody's been arrested. No laws have been changed. And so is it exposure? Is it disclosure? Or is it, you know what? You guys, the plebeians, can't do jack squat about nothing. And so now we're just going to be out in the open. You know what I mean? Like optics are important. And I can't quite wrap my head around some of these optics over the last couple of weeks, man.
Well, obviously we can all agree this is, of course, to expose Israel. That I think that's fairly obvious with this. It most certainly is, but also it's also exposing and telling on those that we said was compromised, and it's coming out that they were compromised. So it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And I feel like that all this at the end of the day is meant to splinter us. This is meant, it's by design, but it's unfortunate the way they're doing it, Dallas, because they're doing things that some people never would have dreamed of, some people would have done in terms of their decisions. Okay? Not demonizing anything, not, but all of us are putting up with this because of the good things that are right around the corner. And I'm ready to make you smile today, brother. I got something for you today. I got something good. I got something that is really serious. Voila. So Ann Vandersteel shared this out saying, oh my goodness, finally, we got some good stuff happening right around the corner. So this is from Unusual Whales on X. You probably follow them as well. Dallas, great account. They've been fairly accurate. I'll give them an A rating. This is breaking. Bank of America has said that 70% of its bear market indicators have been triggered. Now, the way I interpret that is that all the little areas that they need to have money in, because people don't got none, because most likely they're all paying overdraft fees because of how the price of services and goods have gone up through the wazoo. Now they're in DEFCON 5 or DEFCON 1, whatever, the worst one you could have, which is what we want, right? Because we want the market to crash. We do want the reset to take place. But this is what we've got to do. This is what we're going to be going through. It seems like now the train is starting to move, and not just in this type of information, Dallas, but also what not to eat when you're going out, man. This was I just assume just everybody keep your eyes glued to the screen on here. Screenshot this right now.
Yeah.
Save it on your phone. Save it on your tablet. If you're looking at a TV, go up to the TV and screenshot and take a picture of it and crop it, whatever that crap is, and keep this on you like a guide. Whenever you go out, this is what we do. If you see an Outback, no, that's on the list. No,
the reality
got
is
human meat in it. Nope.
there ain't nowhere to go, Chaz. I mean, like this is testing for glyphosates in fast food restaurants, right? Dunkin' Donuts. I used to work for them. Panera Bread, top of the list. They have the most per molecule.
Man, I couldn't tell you last time I was at one of those, just to be real with you.
Well, that's not a go-to, but
that's all I got to say.
Dunkin', Subway. I don't know what that one is. Le Pen, Arby's, Outback, Whole Foods, right?
All right.
Papa John's, all the pizza places, Papa John's, Little Caesars, Domino's, Dairy Queen. But over on the bottom, on the right, Chipotle's got the lowest, Panda Express, McDonald's of all things. But let's be honest, you don't want to eat at McDonald's because they may not have a bunch of glyphosates in their food, but they got a whole lot of other things that we don't want to be eating. But yet, and again, I'm just pointing out the obvious. Donald Trump signs an executive order demanding that phosphates and glyphosates, but phosphates, which is a type of glyphosate, mandatorily sprayed on all produce in the United States and protected by the DOD because it's a part of national security. But yet we also know that these chemicals cause cancers. These chemicals cause inflammation. These chemicals cause our body to attack itself.
Do we go to the bill that you signed off on? So people are asking in the chat, can we go? Do we have like where someone could go and look that up? It's going to be under what? Would it be under Congress.gov? Would that be accurate?
On what? The executive order?
Yeah, the executive order. Or I guess you go to WhiteHouse.gov and go to the executive order history.
Yeah, I mean, He signed it, 6 months ago?
Yeah, it was something like that.
But
so people can actually look at it. I think so many people, Dallas, one thing that we're desperately trying to convey is you can go somewhere and look this up legitimately. It's not something we're coming out of thin air with. And not to say we are anything like that, but people are more and more doing so much research, man. It's awesome. They're finding out what's going on. I think that's why so many people are starting to watch us because we've been fairly on point. So,
well, yeah, go to whitehouse.gov or usgovernment.org. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of websites, but yeah, go to where all the executive orders are. And it was probably 6 months ago. You could Google it or Grok it, and it will tell you when he signed it, and then which one it is. Go look it up, read it. It legalized and mandated phosphates to be sprayed on all produce, and it was labeled and it was rolled in as a national security under the protection of the DOD, the Department of Defense, so that they cannot be sued. You cannot go after the manufacturers of these chemicals that they are now being mandated to spray on our food.
And by the way, that is a partial list, Score Patron. That's not all of them.
Oh yeah. That was just something I came across, but
no doubt. This is interesting here. This was posted on X from the White House account there. It says trust, Patriots in control, obviously tying that in with Q. Talking about last night, number one, I've never been necessarily a fan of basketball. If you put a basketball in my hand, I didn't feel like running up and down the field or the whatever. And so I just hit threes. That was my thing. If you wanted a three in, you got it with me, but that was about all you were getting. And but I never could get into basketball. However, Lord have mercy. It went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs last night. And I knew this morning waking up what would be all over the freaking internet. Good God. Nick's loss, and all I can tell you is I think we all lost in humanity, man.
The tide is turning, and I cannot believe that Trump and his team are not paying attention to the shift, and I also can't believe that they don't understand why it's happening. I just don't.
We're going to find out here soon with everything that's been put out publicly from Trump and everything else to see exactly. We're going to find out right now. We're at that, I hate to say, fork in the road, so to speak, where it's, as we always say, put up or shut up, but that's true. We're at that point. I like this one that you sent over. This was very interesting. I figured you could go into a lot of detail about this. Here, let me see if I can get it to play. The phone's freaking blowing up here.
1917, Lord Allenby conquered the Holy Land.
Wait, what?
In 1917, Lord Allenby conquered the Holy Land, and the Jews were promised a national home in Palestine by the Earl of Balfour, a policy endorsed by Woodrow Wilson and by the League of Nations, which made Palestine a British mandate.
So the land was never Arab. Wait, what?
In 1917,
So, I mean, Israel was made a country by the Balfour Agreement, which is what they're referencing, right?
Right.
But the reason that I sent it to you is because the country of Israel was put in the province of Palestine. Right there. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, there, because that's the kickback. Oh, it was always Israel. No, it wasn't. It was not always Israel. It was Palestine. And then they carved out a little piece and said, here you go, Israel, here's your Jewish nation. Even though there's a Jewish nation that's been around for 200 more years than Israel, over between Russia and China, that is 3 times as big. It's almost 4 times bigger than the country of Israel that we know today. But it was Palestine. And no, it was always Israel. No, it was Palestine until the Balfour Agreement, and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds paid the price, signed the deal with the United States president and the King of England, and created Israel. So it is not biblical. I mean, it is biblical, but it's not. It's not the Israel of the old. They're not even remotely the same. And I'll just put it this way, and this is my biggest comeback. If it has Rockefellers or Rothschilds connected to it, I'm just telling you right now, it is not a good thing. But yet, the Zionist Christians in the United States, bought and paid for by Israel, the pastors anyway, they will argue till they're blue in the face. No, it's Israel, the Bible. No, it isn't, and it never was, and it never will be. But it's also created by the Rothschilds. You don't like big pharma, you don't like big oil, you don't like big tech, you don't like big banks. Well, those are all Rothschild and Rockefeller.
You mean like Nate Rothschild that's friends with Jared Kushner Rothschild?
Exactly.
Yes, that's what I thought. Hey, breaking news coming in. Obviously, we know about that Apache that was hit by Iran.
Yep.
Trump just put out a statement just now, put out a truth, so to speak. And let me see if I can get this on the screen real quick. So I've just been informed by our great military that last night the Iranians shot down one of our mighty sophisticated Apache helicopters while patrolling over the Strait of Hormuz. There were 2 pilots involved. Both were safe and uninjured. Nevertheless, the United States must, if necessary, respond to this attack. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So, well, we're going to respond. What kind of response do you think we're going to see? Is that just an excuse to play into the Israel hand? Do you think it's, I mean,
not to be funny or sarcastic, I think it's an empty threat because all of his other threats for the last 40 days have been empty. I think it's an empty threat. I'm very thankful that our 2 pilots are safe and healthy, but
Amen.
but again, according to Trump, we destroyed everything. Their Navy, their Army, their Air Force, their barracks, their missile launchers. We destroyed it all 3 days into this war. But yet somehow they shot down one of our most sophisticated aircraft on the planet. You know, like
I understand that. Let me ask you a question, and this is kind of wild. And you know how we work here. It's live. We fly by the seat of our pants here. So we look at everything that's going on in the world. Okay, we're talking about the Iran, Israel, United States, Trump. Okay, we're talking about all of that. But then we're also talking about what's being passed that's killing our asses. That's killing us. And at the end of the day, okay, what battle are we really fighting here? Are we fighting the battle of being distracted and all this, which is going to end up being real? And we know with things that are being passed, it's putting in our supply chains, food, whatever. Now water with the AI data centers.
Yep.
It just seems like it's all about control, and we're getting, it's the fighting of Agenda 2030. I agree with that, Score Patron. That's the best way to put it. That's exactly.
I think you're spot on, Chaz. I think it's a huge distraction and a huge FU to the world of all of this craziness, right? All this stuff in the Middle East, all the stuff with Ukraine. Ukraine is now launching offensive attacks again. Like, wasn't that over? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it was supposed to be pretty much done.
You would think
but they are slowly implementing all of these things to put us into a total Palantir flock camera surveillance state where we have no rights, we have no freedom, we have no autonomy, and they control everything. They control what we eat, they control what we see, they control what we hear, they control where we go. And those things are slowly being implemented behind the scenes in the dark of the night while we're all distracted with, who's to say Israel didn't shoot down our Apache? Because let's be honest,
exactly.
It's coming out more and more and more that Israel, everything that's blamed on Muslims and everything that's blamed on Arab nations, apparently Israel has done. And Israel is not beyond murdering their own people, and they're absolutely not beyond murdering innocent civilians to get an agenda or get a point across. So
Barry MC is asking here, do you believe that there is a global white hat military operation, as Colonel Bossie says? I apologize. Colonel who? I don't know.
The Australian guy, Colonel.
Okay.
Colonel Bossie.
Okay. I apologize. I didn't realize that. Well, if they must have got their white hat dirtied, because I haven't seen it necessarily yet to the way and to the degree that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. How about that? That's my assessment of that. What's yours?
I think at one time there probably was a coalition and there was a group and they had a plan, but I am fully under the impression at this point that it is a free-for-all right now. And what I do think that there is a group of good guys, right? And I don't mean 2 or 3, but there is a coalition of people that want and are trying to do the right thing, but they're fighting against an enemy that's far superior in numbers and it's way more embedded, right? But there, I do believe that there is a war, a battle for the betterment of humanity taking place. I do not believe that the White Hats have been in control and the White Hats are in control and that they control everything like we've been told ad nauseum for the better part of 3 or 4 years, right? Oh, well, Biden's not really president, but we got to show all the people how bad it can be. Well, all right, Jack, we're 2.5 years into the next president, the savior of the universe, and things are freaking worse now than they were under Biden. So what are we showing the people now? We're showing the people that Biden sucked and apparently the Republican president sucks worse. Like that whole philosophy and that whole mentality of, oh, well, we got to show him. Well, that should have ended day one. but it didn't. And it's worse. Inflation, groceries are more expensive today than they were when Trump took office. Gas, more expensive now than it ever was under Biden. Conflicts, there are more world wars, more conflicts happening in the world right now than there were during Biden. Like we didn't have 4 years of Biden to prove how bad it could be.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you the flip side of this. What's positive out of all this in your eyes?
The positive is the world is waking up. Look what's happening over around that island. What country is it in?
Albania. You talking
Albania.
about Albania?
That whole country is rallying together. Look what's happening in Ireland. Look what's happening in Paris. Look what's happening in the Philippines, even after the earthquake and the tsunami. Look what's happening in Japan. Japan is taking back their country. If you're there on a visa or you're there illegally, you are getting kicked out. Period. No questions, no Pat's goal, no collect $200. You're going straight to jail and straight deported back to your country. The world is waking up, and I'm afraid that we are the sleeping giant. We're the slumbering giant that just has been pacified.
Do you think there's a plan, Dallas? I got to ask you, do you think, well, hey, trust a plan? I've heard you say in the past, what plan? Okay, what you said that to a matter of speaking. What are your thoughts on there being an actual plan? We always, and I know Q, from what we have shown everybody from Operation Trust, we understand about that. We understand that's where it's coming from. Do you truly believe there's a plan?
This is my problem with the plan theory. Trust the plan. Cool. What's the plan? Oh, we can't tell you. It's secret. It's military. Okay, well, who's in charge of the plan? Well, we can't tell you that either. Well, who do we look for? Who do we look to, right? Like, who do we look to for guidance and direction? Oh, we can't tell you that either. You got to figure it out. But we're going to put this dude out here, right, or this person out here, and we're going to shine a bunch of lights so everybody follows him. And then you get about halfway down the road, and you're like, this guy's full of crap. I don't want to go down this path. So trust the plan, but we don't know what the plan is. Follow the plan, but we don't know who we're supposed to follow. And hold the line, except one, we don't know where the line is, and we don't know how long we're holding, and we don't know what we're holding it for, right? Like, if there is a plan, then somebody needs to be able to communicate that to the soldiers, because what are we, right? General Flynn, we're digital soldiers. We're a part of the army. We're a part of the military. Even in the military, you have orders that are need to know, but when it's time to go fight, you get let in. Like you get read in to the action plan. You get read into the attack plan. You get read into what you're supposed to be doing. That has never happened on any level. And anybody that says, oh, well, I know, you don't. Because if you did, and all this stuff is so top secret, then you wouldn't be talking about it, right? So is there a group? Yes, I believe that to be true. Is there a plan? I think they had a plan. But I think when they cheated in 2020 and stole the election, I think that plan went straight out the window. We have gone past all of the back walls of Q, right? So all of that stuff about Q, well, if it doesn't happen by this date, well, we're 2 years past the end date of Q. Now people are just recycling it and making up bullshit. They're just making up new stuff. Oh, well, this is what it really meant. Well, that's funny because 2 years ago you swore up and down that it meant this, and you had all this proof to back it up. But now, because that didn't come true, now you're rewiring, you're rewording the truth. So I think the plan is us. I think the plan is we the people take back our sovereignty. We the people do what these other countries are doing and kick these scumbag dirtbags out of office. There are people that we have undeniable proof of child trafficking, child molestation, horrible, horrible things. And they're still doing their job, Chaz. They're still getting paid.
Or they're hanging out eating pizza together.
Absolutely. Right. We need to get these scumbags. And if it destroys our economy, well, then our economy is built on shit. And I don't want that economy, right? If it destroys the world economy because all of our leaders are corrupt satanic pedophile rapist murderers, well, then what world are we living in? What world are we saving?
What happened from the beginning of the movement to save the children? Just like Score Patron here is saying, that's 100 right there.
We have the evidence, Chaz. You and I have watched those videos. We have seen Podesta's face. We've seen the night host. I can't think of his name right now, but we've seen the videos. It's obviously them, right? Like if I've seen it, there's way worse. That's way more clear that the FBI and the people in charge have access to. So. Colbert, yeah, Colbert is who I was talking about.
Colbert, yeah. Check this out here. This guy does a pretty good job showing this off here.
The military-industrial complex, the news media. They control the military-industrial complex, the news media, the music industry, Hollywood, big tech, big pharma, and all the big banks and central banks around the world. They control the ultra-processed food industry, specifically designed to make us all sick. They own and control all the smut and filth used to subvert Christian society. They were responsible for both world wars. They were responsible for the attacks on 9/11. They were responsible for the COVID pandemic and the poisonous injection that they falsely labeled a vaccine. They were responsible for Jeffrey Epstein and the child sex ring operation that was used to control U.S. politicians, celebrities, and billionaires through blackmail. And it is more than apparent that international organized Jewry controls our Congress, our president, this council, this mayor, and the mayor's corrupt brother, Congressman Frank Pallone. Whether it be through blackmail or bribery, I cannot be certain, but it is obvious you people have been compromised. Your allegiance is to a foreign nation and not to America. You'd rather align yourselves with Jared Kushner, who is an Israeli war criminal largely responsible for the genocide in Palestine. He has plans to redevelop and Jewify Gaza the same way he did here in Long Branch. So I'm asking for people on both sides of the political aisle to listen to the words I've spoken here tonight and go conduct your own research. JFK once said that he had complete confidence in the American people whenever they are fully informed. For our people are only destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We are Goyim, and we must put aside our petty differences and unite against our common enemy before it's too late.
Yeah. I'll end with that.
Yep. I mean, it pretty much sums it up. And I think that's something that you and I kind of shared back and forth is it is becoming, in my opinion, well, I mean, it's been clear to me for a very long time, but it is becoming globally apparent who the bad guy is, who the bad guys are in the world terror system, right? It is not, it's not Iran. It's not, Arab nations. It's not even the Muslims. It is Israel. Israel it is the one nation that when everybody else is talking peace, they're shooting missiles. When everybody else is talking stand down, they're shooting rifles. When everybody else is trying to come together and work out their differences, they're the ones standing at the top of the hill screaming, we are never going to quit. We're never going to stop. We are going to take over this region. They are the ones. It's nobody else. Everybody else is defending themselves.
Right.
And it is time that we wake up and stop falling for the propaganda, because that's what
by the way, what's gas prices like in Dallas right now? What are you seeing?
Well, they dropped over the weekend. It's like $4.30, but
is that for just regular?
Yes,
for regular. $4.30. Okay,
and we got excited about. Or I'm sorry, $3.30. We got excited about that. Like we did backflips. But
that's good. That's good.
Chaz, I'm telling you,
I'll take that.
If oil goes up to $150 a barrel, we're looking at $5 or $6 a gallon for regular gas. 15% ethanol, 20% ethanol.
West Palm Beach, Florida. Diana, the pianist, is saying it's $3.99 down there. $4.29 in White House.
Yeah, I mean it was up at $4 and it dropped this last weekend, the last 3 or 4 days.
77 in South Georgia. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's pretty good. But it is kind of wild because it has dropped in some states and others it's actually gone up a little bit. So
there's no rhyme or reason.
Very weird.
Yeah, California is $6, $5.99.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, you know what they need to do? They need to put up or shut up. That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, brother. As
See you,
always.
buddy.
See you, man. Bye. Another one in the box, as always. Great show, Dallas. Folks, it's happening right before our very eyes. It's going to be on and popping today. Stay tuned. There's developing stories happening right now. Obviously, Trump putting out that statement that there will be a response. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be on and popping. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, patriots. You. Without you folks, there is no America or world. God bless you, and we'll see you tonight. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your states at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.